Okay, this is from Nosson part 2 because I forgot the connection to Shavavim. We were just saying that the whole Shemos and the whole Indian of leaving Mitzrayim has to do with changing Shalei Keseder into Keseder, chaos into order, however you want to call it, not order into order. Things seem to be opposite. And we went through the whole parsha and everything seems to be opposite. Even to the very end when Moshe Rabbeinu says, oh, the Gula is coming, they knew it's coming, and then they take away the destroy. It's like impossible. And Moshe says to Hashem, what's going on? I made it worse. Got it harder for them. It's like, no, I know what Hashem. Yes, it's Shalei Keseder, so it's Shalei Keseder. Yeah, you think it's going to be just easy. It's not so easy. And the whole idea of this Golus and Gula is very low Keseder. Because really we had to stay longer. That we'll see already later, Bez Hashem. We'll see what in the Kamara, we'll discuss that, I think. What's going on with this whole Gula? What happened there? Why did Moshe Rabbeinu not want to redeem them? So redeem them, no, take them out. What's the problem? So actually, yeah, that we'll talk about. But this is very much the idea of Shevavim, leaving your Mitzrayim. It's all lo Keseder. Person wants a particular order. He wants things a particular way. He says, this is the way it should be. And listen, in a way, he's right. In a way, he's very wrong. Because there should be a Seder, but we don't have this chus for the Seder. We have to be a lot of patience, a lot of mischaskus, a lot of yearning, a lot of good things to be able to make the Shalei Seder into Keseder. And that's very much, again, the union of Shavavim, finding Teshuvah. That's what the Rebbe says. The Rebbe says that a person, he doesn't even feel necessarily aroused to really do Teshuvah. He wants to do Teshuvah, but in fact, I can't change these destructive things, the destructive ways. It's very difficult. So what do you do then? She said, well, Tehillim is the way to go. Tehillim does it. He says, Tehillim is the way. He says, Tehillim because Tehillim is, Rabbi Nachman. He says, Tehillim is the way because Tehillim will change a person and make him want Teshuvah. He says, sometimes you want to do Teshuvah and you can't find the right gateway for your neshama right now. And when you find the right gateway, it could be locked. Tehillim will find you the gateway. It'll open the door open. That's why Shavavim is very, very big in you. One of the big of us to Shavavim is to say Tehillim. Tehillim is very important in Shabbat during these times. Very important. That's why Rabbi Nachman says, Eile, right, Shemos, B'nai, Yisrael, Habayim, Mitzrayma, is Sofeteves Tehillim. Because the Tehillim, whatever your Shevet, whatever your connection, you're going to get in. Every person is the 12 Shvatim, every person is the Bechina to get in. You'll find the way. Tehillim is the way. That's what he says, right? The Eile, Shemos, Hey, Yisrael, Habayim. Yeah, we get to that's what he says. I think it's Tehillim Teshuvah. I need the Chumash back. I'm sorry. Tehillim Teshuvah. I think it's. Let's look for a second. You have Tehillim is Sofi Tevis. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's what he has another remembrance of Teshuvah. I'm not remembering now, but actually, yeah, the Maisa, the Indian is that's one of the big ways. Another big way is again learning Torah. Like you just have from Nosson there in Likutei Halachos, changing Keseder, lo Keseder to Keseder. You want to change the chaos into order. You want to change the lack of Seder into Seder. He said the way to do that is Torah. Torah is the way. The person can be the furthest place. Torah will bring them back. Torah has a murder to connect to a person. It brings the curriculum with him at any time, at every moment. Choshkem and halacha. So those are very, very important things. And during this tkufa is a very big inyan to learn, if you can, without interruption, 5 hours each day or whenever you can. That's like a fast, and higher than a fast, as much as possible. That's what that's what they bring for the Yesod Avoda. I think he says even 6 hours, and they bring 5 hours. Is enough for Maisa. They're big inyan. A person has to do the best he can to learn Torah with intensity, to say Tehillim. All of these things are very much in the character of what Shavavim is about, because we need to change that lo Keseder to Keseder. We need to flip it around. This again, the whole Parshas is the incredible Hatzlacha, unbelievable Hatzlacha. And really, when you learn the Kavanas, I don't have the Kavanas in front of me. All right, we'll leave it alone. The Kavanas of Shavavim. When you learn the Kavanas of Shavavim, you find that a lot of it has to do with this bechina of breaking the klipa. Different times, you're breaking tots, you're destroying, trampling the klipas. That's really what this is about, because we want to connect to what happened there. A person's in Mitzrayim, you want to connect to the Geulah of Mitzrayim. You want to get out of Mitzrayim. A person wants, he has a goal. It's not happening for him to go. He's held up this, he's held up that, he's held up the other thing. Is, I want to finally make my goal. I want to actualize whatever way I can. And that's really what it's about. That's very much what Shovavim is about. Not letting Mitzrayim hold you back. And this is a big theme. We speak about a lot. This idea of, and it's just fun. Nosson talks about it. There's a lot of discussion. And Rabbi Nachman, of course, in his beautiful sikha generally about Tehillim, is the person should find all of his battles he should find in Tehillim. All of his own struggles are in the Tehillim. The words in Tehillim. And that's really what it comes down to. And again, this idea of connecting to Hashem has to do with trampling the klipas. And obviously learning deeper things. Learning deeper things is one of the better ways, one of the gentler and better ways to destroy all opposition, all negativity. It just completely, totally destroys it. We should be learning some halachos every day. We should learn some rizal every day if we can. Some halach every day. Very, with a lot of akshanas and a lot of stubbornness and a lot of regularity, as much as possible, because these are the keys to really bring a person to a completely different place, and that's what it comes down to. And here we are. These are our Parshas, right? Shevavim. Right? We start with Mitzrayim, and then we go to the Geulah, and then Kabbalah Torah, and then all these, and then all the Mishpat and the beautiful Torah, and these halachas that come out of it, and that's really what the Avodah Shevavim is about. Until Mishpatim, usually, except for leap years, until Mishpatim. Mishpatim is no Shemos is after Mishpatim. Yes, it's right. Shemos va'era bay b'shalach yisor Mishpatim b'shevavim. Right, that's what exactly. Those are the ones, generally speaking, that we have, and you're right though. The Ma'aser during a leap year we have True Mitzvah as well, but usually we have those, and those. That's really what it comes down to. You want to connect to all the beautiful halachas, and again, it's not by accident that Mishpatim starts off with Avdos. Because you have to learn how to get out of bad slavery and be an Eved Hashem. And that's really what that's about. That's what the Zohar speaks about at great length in the Sabbath Mishpat. If you understand what's going on over there, it's a lot about learning how to be an Eved Hashem. That's really what Mishpatim, but that's a lot of it. Then all the different other beautiful things there, and all these different mitzvahs. We'll get there. We'll talk about it, Be'ez Hashem. But it's the first thing is Bechin of Shemos, being able to overcome and get past the Shleikus and Keseder. And of course, a lot of the Parshas do it again, connecting to Moshe Rabbeinu, to be able to connect to Tzaddikim, and at the very least, connect to the eights of Tzaddikim and do what they say. Do what they say. When I always read the story with the Saba, the Saba, right, of Yisrael Ber Odesser. He had a Rebbe, Yisrael Kaduner, and his Rebbe, they were not into breasted. People were very anti-breasted. I just heard today someone said the breasted is atheistic. Yeah, the people around, in those years were very, very anti-breasted. Very anti. Today also you can find people who are anti-breasted. Usually they have a little more discretion on what to say and how to say it. But today it's helped so many tens and tens of thousands of people, maybe even more, maybe hundreds of thousands of people at this point. That their chiyas is latu tzurich, so you're going to say, no, well, it's no good. It's hard already. It's hard. That's a little bit. It's virtually unsupportable to say such a thing today. But it used to be people were big mistadim, very, very anti-breasted. And his Rebbe, Yisrael Kaduna, no one did anything to him. And this guy, Yisrael Ber Odesser, they're throwing rocks at him, and they're angry and young, and he had don't give him any life. And his Rebbe, leave him. So he asked one of the misnagdim, you come after me, but you never throw any stones at my Rebbe, Yisrael Kaduna. Why not? He said, listen, I see him coming to shul on Friday after the mikveh, and he starts to say Shnai Mikveh Chetagim, and the man is crying from Dvekas. He said, how could I throw a stone at someone like that? He said, I just can't. Yeah, he's breasted. It's Takesh, I don't know. It's question mark. But he's like an incredible tzaddik. I can't throw a stone at him. You're like me. What do you mean? So that's what he said. But when Yisrael Ber Odesser asked Yisrael Kaduna, why are they not after you and only after me? He said, listen, we have the same doctor. He said, I follow the prescription. You a little less so. Well, that was what he answered. Again, he was younger. I don't mean disparaging. I just mean to say that connecting to tzaddikim, getting Moshe Rabbeinu, connect the way we should. That has the murdik koyach to really. And that's a big part of what Shovim is about, finding the eights, you're talking about Tikkun HaBris and all these good things. That has to do, again, like I always say, we're speaking a lot, this idea of Tikkun HaBris means being connected to Hashem. Part of that means a person has personal purity. But that's not what it's about, that he's more, it's not Shalom about, it's being a Revolbi. Someone asked him, he said, just shut off all of these inclinations. I wish I could just shut them down. Wouldn't have this physical nature. I'd just be whatever. He said, Chas v'shalom, you'd be dysfunctional, you couldn't raise a family. Why do you need to have these things? And be mechash and Torah, be the Gemara and the Zohar, and enthusiasm and tefillah, all of these things come from there. Right? They all come from that, from this part of a person. He said, but you have to know to channel it properly and do the best you can to channel it properly. You need to have this. It's not back. It's not Hashem gave this to you. This is what you need to have. So this inyan of Tikkun HaBris, this inyan of Tikkun HaBris, is a very important inyan. It's very hard. People might be surprised, and I always bring this, I think every year I bring this. It's very important. People think, well, what's the main avodah shovavim? The Shabbosim. So Rav Sadik says. Shabbosim. What do you mean? What are you doing at Shabbosim? What about Tikkun HaBris? What about working on breaking your midas? That sounds like the opposite. It's like, no, the owning Shabbos, the connection, that's what Tikkun HaBris is. It's not about, your part of that has to do with a certain tzimtzum. You have to, but that's not the idea of a person being like, you know what I mean? I don't know, that's not what it is. We want to be zocheh to connect the way we want to connect. And again, Shabbos also is the bechina of tzaddikim and all these good things. That's a lot of what Shovim is about. So all these elements have a lot to get you breaking the klipas, and you're doing it through connected to Hashem. That's very, very big kitzur. Hashem shall be zocheh to change the leikaseder, the keseder, and to leave Mitzrayim in these next beautiful weeks of Shabbat.
Amen.